Hi everyone. Thank you for subscribing to me. I didn't think people would actually subscribe to me and want to watch my stuff. So thank you. I'm a little speechless. My garden. This is my Golden Glow. She's a head chop. She's fully rooted now. I'll show you her body. Did I say she's variegated? I can't remember. But she's variegated. Here's her body. I gave her a good water the other day. She's pushing some babies. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? She's got 1, 2, 3. And she's also got another one somewhere. There she is. I think I honestly can't remember what I film. Doing Instagram and YouTube confuses the hell out of me because I can't remember what I've spoken about. I think Tia wants to say hello. Tia. It's meant to be a hot one today, isn't it? Yesterday was 38 degrees Celsius. I think today's meant to be 36 degrees Celsius. So a little bit cooler than yesterday, but you know, still pretty hot. Still pretty hot. One of my Rainbow Wests. I've given her a water. This is quite a thirsty plant, I think. I don't know anyone who has been successful with, propagating the leaves. For me, the leaves always turn into a normal Echeveria PVN or Pervenue. But yeah, you watch. I'll do an update on this. Sorry, there's a mozzie buzzing around me. I'll do an update on these leaves when they get big enough for me to show you that they won't be variegated. And if they are, oh my God, I will be in shock. All my little leaf prop babies. I just gave them a water. They're such cute little things, aren't they? And I got my trays over here. I got some more trays up the top. Some variegated ones. I think I spoke about them in my last video. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I talk so much that I forget what I've said. Here are some variegated babies. They're like all the coloured ones. They're the yellow variegated blue mist. There's the mother plant. She's given me a bit of trouble, this one. She was like reverting, and then I head chopped her, and then the body that was variegated ended up dying, and I was left with the head, which didn't have much variegation left in it. So then once the head got a bit bigger, I had to chop the head off. And then she grew 2 babies. They weren't variegated, so then I chopped her again. And then she's grown this baby, which has some variegation. The smaller baby's too small for me to tell yet if it's got any variegation. But yeah, oh my goodness. She has been one hell of a tricky plant to work with. The variegated Debbie, I plucked the middle out of it because I thought it was reverting. It's growing another head, so that's nice. I don't know if it's variegated yet, but we'll find out eventually. What else have I got to show you? An arrangement I made a while ago. Isn't it pretty? I don't know what it is about making arrangements, but I just love it. I made this one the other day, actually. It's in a lint hot chocolate tin. Hopefully they all grow well. Some of them are cuttings that are just starting to push roots. But yeah, I love like reusing things. I find that so much fun. I'll show you an old arrangement that I made a while ago. This is a table that I have, outside. Keep in mind this arrangement doesn't look very nice because it's been in that hot Australian summer sun, and it also got done by a hailstorm as well. And it needs a bit of a touch up, but I love the look of a rusty tin. A rusty tin, rusty can, whatever you want to call it. I love it. I'll probably I should do like a little reel on my Instagram giving this a touch up because I love a rusty tin. I've actually been collecting tins of all different shapes and sizes to make them go rusty and hopefully make some arrangements and sell them, because I don't know, me personally, I just love that. These are some propagations that I had down here on this rack here. Look at me, I'm such an engineer. Anyway, engineer, or would I be called a tradie? I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, I had these propagations down there, which were also in a hailstorm. And to make things worse, I have a rooster that likes, you know, eating succulents, because that's what roosters do. So he was going around taking big chunks and just completely destroying my plants. It was making me so angry. My God, was it making me angry. And I'd never catch him in the act. Like, look at this. He just pulling big chunks off. I've got, oh yeah, this one. Oh my goodness. This was his favorite one. He just would eat the plants pretty much until there was not much plant left. Look at his beak mark. Look at that. Cheeky bloody thing. I mean, I don't blame him. They must be very tasty and he really likes them. So yeah, I've stuck them up a bit higher, so hopefully he can't touch them. Some of my cacti. Some of them I bought myself. Some of them my nan gave me. These ones here, I made this arrangement 2 years ago. I actually can't remember. But it's growing so well. My boyfriend actually said to me that they're getting really big and I might need to put them in another pot soon. So he took notice of how big they were when I originally put them in. My favorite arrangement is this one though. I love this one, and it's got a little birthday gift in it from someone that I bought some pots off, some handmade pots. I think her name's Dodo Chang. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I love this. All of them have beautiful flowers and they all look so pretty when they're in flower. A bloody snails come along and they ate the top of the flower head. It's pretty funny. But yeah, this one's really cool looking. Love how they cluster. I love it. This is Tia. Yes, she follows me everywhere. She's like my shadow. You're always with me, aren't you? She follows me everywhere. This thing here, found that on the side of the road. This table here, found that on the side of the road. I love finding stuff on the side of the road and being like, oh my God, I could put my plants on that. I love doing that. Drive my dad and my boyfriend nuts sometimes, I think. Get this all out in flower. I wonder if it smells. Oh, it kind of smells like honey. Interesting. Look at this. I'm amazed this arrangement is alive. You got Afterglow, White Rose, and some other things that I can't remember the name of. But I actually made a reel on this on my Instagram when I made it ages ago. Gosh, I made it so long ago it feels like. I say ages ago, but it was probably like a year ago or a year and a half ago. So, this is a cactus that I bought from my old job. I bought it because it had chunks of variegation in it. It's hard to see. I think the sun's in the way. It had like yellow chunks of variegation in it like that around the plant. Anyway, she's now pushing babies. And I think it's this baby here. Oh, it's really hard to see on camera. But compared to all the other babies, I think it looks like it's got variegation in it. Like it's got random yellow sort of splotches. Oh, it's really hard to tell. But compared to the other babies, it looks a bit different. So I really hope that baby has some variegation in it like the mum. And if not, I hope it's got more variegation in it. But yeah, how cool's whoopsies? How cool's that? Don't know if I've shown you guys my monkey tail yet. I don't think I have. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that fluff. I bought her when she was like this big. She looked like my finger. She was tiny. I bought her in, I think it was April or February of 2021. And look how she has grown for me. Love her so much. She's another one that I found at Bunnings. This is a golden rat's tail. And then this one is just a rat's tail. Something like that anyway. But yeah, I remember I went to a succulent and cacti show oh God, when was it? Was it the end of 2020? Like, I think when like the COVID restrictions were lifting, I think I was able to go to a succulent and cacti show. And in the show, they had a monkey tail that was pretty much like my one, but it was a bit shorter. And they had it displayed in the show. And I seen it and I fell in love. I had to have one myself. I had to. And I think everybody else was kind of the same, because I remember them being really expensive. I think I paid $10 for this one when it was like this big. And then this one, as I said before, I found it in Bunnings, so it was like $6.45 when I seen them going for like crazy prices online. So I'm so happy that I have her. I think she's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little spider. I personally love having spiders in amongst my greenhouse, because they help eat all the little tiny caterpillars and grubs that get on my leaves. It's actually quite funny. So up along like the bars of my greenhouse, the framing, normally I'll get spiders making webs, but it's actually really funny because I sort of always leave my door open, and we get these little birds called fairy wrens. They come into my greenhouse and they go up and they collect the webs and they eat the spiders. I think they use the webs for their little nests. They help glue their nests together with spider webs, which is how cool is that? And they also eat my spiders. So they come in here and they bounce along my plants, and sometimes they knock leaves off my more delicate succulents. Like my Botox Beauty, this one, they've knocked 2 leaves off it, which is pretty funny. I got 1 leaf there and another leaf on the other side. They've kind of helped me out, because now those leaves have started to grow babies. So I wasn't game enough to do that, and they did it for me, which is pretty funny, really. But anywho, I think I've got enough footage for this video. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.